guys, good morning to you at 4 a.m. from, do you know where from? Any idea? I'll tell you where from the Spokane airport. Picking up something one piece going to Helena, Montana, and this piece pays well. I didn't really feel like going anywhere because just getting prepared for my vacation this week. But I figured, hey, if it pays that much, I'll go. So it paid that much, and I'm going. That's the end of that. So I'll go walk in real quick, check in where it's at, and then be on my way. All right, I got my piece. Just something really tiny. I'll show it to you guys in a second because there's people that are kind of jump in front of you out here. Everybody's trying to hurry, not to miss their flight. Plus there's not many lights on in here. It's just a little box and a baggie. That's all that is. So little box and a baggie. I'm trying to find a rest area. I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. And we do have like a rest area that's right by the terminal here on the other side as you get in. So it's pretty convenient. I like that. I never had to use it before, but I just remembered that we got one built out here, so I'm gonna go put it to good use. I'll show you guys a little rest area right here. If you guys didn't know, Spokane International Airport has a rest area. If you didn't know, now you know. Show you guys my freight. This is it. Whatever's in the sack is what they're waiting for. Supposedly 1 pound, whatever's in that little box. Let's get going. Helena, Montana. I don't even know how many miles it is. I'll put it in the GPS and we'll figure it out together. Should be like 300 and I don't know, 3 something. 3 and a little bit of change. Somewhere around there. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Early in the morning. I know in a lot of places, 4:30 in the morning does not exist. Any kind of, because by the time I got here at 4, by the time I parked where the American Airlines used to be, and then it wasn't there. And that's really the only parking area where I parked, is where you can park kind of like the UPS people and FedEx people and everybody. That's what I learned from last time when I was doing some pickups and drop-offs over here. And American Airlines moved like all the way to the end of the other terminal. And I parked at the new one, and it was at the old one all the way on A. So I had to walk all the way there, wait in line, check in, check out. So it's all good. But I did wait in line, in a short line where the first class is. So if you guys show up and you're picking up at the ticket counter, it's going to be rare where you pick up at the ticket counter, because usually all the big cities and everything like that, they have their own big cargo spaces, facilities where they hold the cargo. In our airport, unfortunately, is it Southwest? Southwest is the only one who has their cargo facility. Everything else, Southwest and I think Alaska does too, actually. Southwest and Alaska. All the other airlines, there is no cargo facility. So if you're picking something up like that, man, you know what? You guys are going to be out of luck and have to pick up at the ticket counter out here. And you're going to say, what if it's big? Well, what if it's big? I don't really know what's going to happen if it's big. They might have to let you into the thing and load you up with a forklift or something like that. But I've never had to pick up anything big like that. I think they probably know a little better. for this place. I came here last time. I see the little airport over there. Last time, what was I doing? I was doing a pickup from here going to somewhere else. I forgot where it was going to. From here to that one jet place, I believe, right? Yeah, to that one where that nice jet was in Hamilton, Montana. So from here to Hamilton, that's where it was from. Look at these fire planes. Woohoo! Dang. They're big.
Take the next left. Then your destination will be on the left.
Oh, maybe I'm delivering to them. Maybe they're waiting for a part. Look at that. Radio company. Oh, I gotta figure out where exactly it's going. Supposedly to this blue building. Premier Aviation.
Your destination is on the left.
Yeah, look at those big boys. Gentleman that's walking right there, and is going to be walking right there, is the one who has the package. At first they didn't know, or I didn't know, whatever. Had a Bend, Oregon address on there, so I had to make sure that the right people get the stuff, because you know what I mean. I picked it up in a baggie. I didn't open the baggie until I got here, and they're like asking me, well, who's your contact? Like, who's it for? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You know, if you guys don't really know, I gave them the name, and the name doesn't ring a bell. So, anyways, it's all smoky here. I think it's the same, maybe even the same fire from last week when I was here last. I don't know. It's all smoky out here. Hazy and everything, you guys can see. I just gotta pull away somewhere to send my paperwork. Make sure that the right people get it. But yeah, I just saw the fire planes, and man, they're bigger than I thought. Cool looking stuff. Somebody's Air Operations, Incident Communications, Mobile Control Tower. Huh. There's a chopper right there. I think he was in the chopper, actually, because they were saying something about an airplane. Well, I mean, they were saying something about a helicopter. That's what that branding of word they told me anyway. Anyway, finally, broker gave me a contact. I called him. He came up. He picked it up from the counter where I dropped it off, and so now we're good. But, yeah. Helena Regional Airport. That's what this is. This is the other side of it. The people airport in the, what do you call it? Ticket counter and all that is on the other side. Other side meaning, I'll show you where the other side is. Other side meaning right over there where I'm pointing. That's the side with the green roof. That's where it's at. It's a tiny, tiny airport. That's where I spent the night last time. Or not the night, but 2-3 hours of sleep that I got that one time. Yeah, there's the fire planes. Look at those. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. It's as good as it gets right there. Gentleman that's walking right there, and is going to be walking right there, is the one who has the package. At first they didn't know, or I didn't know, whatever. Had a Bend, Oregon address on there, so I had to make sure that the right people get the stuff, because you know what I mean. I picked it up in a baggie. I didn't open the baggie until I got here, and they're like asking me, well, who's your contact? Like, who's it for? And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You know, if you guys don't really know, I gave them the name, and the name doesn't ring a bell. So, anyways, it's all smoky here. I think it's the same, maybe even the same fire from last week when I was here last. I don't know, it's all smoky out here. Hazy and everything, you guys can see. I just gotta pull away somewhere to send my paperwork. Make sure that the right people get it. But yeah, I just saw the fire planes, and man, they're bigger than I thought. Cool looking stuff. Somebody's air operations, incident communications, mobile control tower. Huh. There's a chopper right there. I think he was in the chopper actually, because they were saying something about an airplane. Or I mean, they were saying something about a helicopter. That's what that branding of word they told me anyway. Anyway, finally, broker gave me a contact. I called him. He came up. He picked it up from the counter where I dropped it off, and so now we're good. But yeah. Helena Regional Airport. That's what this is. This is the other side of it. The people airport in the, what do you call it? Ticket counter and all that is on the other side. Other side meaning, I'll show you where the other side is. Other side meaning right over there where I'm pointing. That's the side with the green roof. That's where it's at. It's a tiny, tiny airport. That's where I spent the night last time. Or not the night, but 2-3 hours of sleep that I got that one time. Yeah, there's the fire planes. Look at those. Let me see if I can zoom in for you guys. It's as good as it gets right there. A little colder today than it was last time. Last time I was here, it was like in the 90s, high 90s. And today it's like 85 is what my van's showing. I don't know exact temperature outside, but it's very, very doable, except for everything's hazy, like all the mountains. Everything out there is hazy. Hard to tell on camera, but when you're looking with a real eye, with the naked eye, as you would say, you can see that it's really hazy because everything's a lot closer than what you guys are seeing. Those of you guys from Montana, from around here, you would know what that is. Entrance to the airport area. And I was debating about washing the van. Actually, I wasn't even planning on going anywhere. I came back, and then we had like water baptism for my son over the weekend, and went to the lake yesterday, which was Sunday. And then I went out. While I was at the lake, I saw that load, and I saw it being posted twice, and I was like, well, you know, maybe if they pay good for it, then I'll go. So basically, you know, I didn't want to go. I didn't have to go, because this week we're, you know, getting ready for vacation. So I got lots of things to do. Got to get the motorhome ready and all that. Do a few things on the inside and some things on the outside, and get it washed and ready and all that kind of stuff. So I didn't want to go, but I figured, hey, I was going to charge more, but then I'm like, yeah, more, you know, I don't want to rip anybody off in a way. But at the same time, you know, I was like, hey, if they can pay $800 for this, I'll go. 322 miles back to home for me, so it's the same thing to come here. So 640 miles, and for that 640 miles, $800 is what I charged, and they paid for it. I mean, sometimes you can get that in the middle of nowhere, you know. Well, Spokane, Washington, you wouldn't say it's in the middle of nowhere, but there's just not many / almost none expediting loads out there. So it's, our home base kind of sucks. That's why, like in Montana, when there's pickups over here or the freight comes here, they can pay because nobody wants to go. In the good times, nobody wanted to go. So in the good times, when there were somewhat decent amount of loads, then it was okay. But now when it's a slower time and loads are slow, I mean, there's more people that will go here even for a round trip, but in the good times, nobody wanted to come here even for a round trip because, you know, they were like, well, I'm going to waste a day, and over there maybe I can do two loads somewhere in a better place. And other people just didn't know that they could charge a round trip probably. So once you're around for a while, like we have been around for a long time, a lot of loads, they don't even hit the load boards. We get offered loads, you know, just by email or a phone call because they know that it's our home base around here. So a lot of them don't even hit the load board. A lot of people think that, hey, just because I'm going to have a load board or have access to one, or you want to start your own company to do that, you think that every broker is going to give you a load. Yes, they're after a good price right now, but if they don't know you and they have a really important customer, you're not getting that load. You know what I mean? You'll be like the last resort when there's nobody there, nobody else. And sometimes they'll even tell their customer wait, or sometimes they'll just say, hey, I don't have anybody that I can trust. There's a new company. Do you want to take it or not? We've never done business with these guys. So maybe you'll get lucky, or a lot of times they'll just send somebody from further away and ask the customer to wait because there's nobody there that they can trust, you know, to give that load to. So it's all in the end, most of our loads that we get that even hit the load board are from brokers that we've already been doing business with since pretty much the beginning, because they've been around for a long time. Their customers, you know who they are. Broker knows who we are. So in the end, they give us the loads. You know what I mean? When we were brand new and fresh in the game, man, it was super hard. Oh yeah, old women over there jumping up and down doing jumping jacks in the water. So yeah, we got the police over here right behind me. You guys see them in the truck?
At the light, turn right onto West.
Not a lot of people understand that. Not a lot of people know, but hey, you got to start somehow. If you're looking to expand, you're looking to grow your business, you're looking to, you know, be maybe a fleet owner, or, you know, whatever your business plans are, yeah, eventually you do have to grow, and that's understandable. You're not just going to be a one-man operation all the time, because you can't drive all night, you know, keep looking for loads. You do need to sleep after your delivery, so you do need somebody to, you know, find your loads while you're driving, while you're behind the wheel, and while you're sleeping, you know, after your delivery. So you do need somebody to do that for you. And, you know, doing it yourself is just, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's very, very difficult, and I wouldn't do it. Like, if it was just me behind the wheel myself and booking loads for me, I wouldn't do it. No, you just can't, because you do need to sleep. You need to rest even after your delivery. And then what? If you wake up in the afternoon, load boards are dead. There's nothing out there anymore. So that's how things are. Lots of road construction here too, just because they do have winters. And any state that has a winter, summertime is their time to get things fixed up. What do you guys think for lunch? I don't know. I'm thinking something in Missoula, but what would it be? What would it be? I had a breakfast. Maybe I'll just even make it home all the way without even any kind of lunch or anything. Shows me as my ETA at 4 p.m., 4:01. Might make up some time, might not. There's a lot of people. That's the thing. Road work takes up time because one lane closures, and then the speed limit drops down to almost nothing. I mean, normally Montana is 85 miles an hour. We have a ton of this 55, 45, and even 35 in some spots. And it just eats up your time. And then when you're kind of going, not on I-90, but really any kind of a highway, there's a lot of, you know, bigger trucks with heavy equipment on there. Lots of farmers, lots of people traveling, campers. I mean, you know what I mean, pulling a camper, so they're always slow. And you end up being stuck behind all these people. So the time that it takes you to get from point A to point B, honestly, in the summertime, is not any, I don't know. I mean, maybe it is a little quicker, but it should be, 3 times faster than it is in the wintertime. In the wintertime, don't get me wrong, man. I fly through here as well. I do. You guys know. I've gotten a lot of comments saying you should slow down, but hey, if you live in the snow, you're used to it, then you're used to it. If you got good tires and you're ready for it, then yeah, you do what you can do and what you feel is safe behind the wheel. Not what some, couch commenter says, in the comments. Because those guys don't put on millions of miles, driving. They don't know how to feel the road as much as a driver that drives all the time does. So you do you, driver. You do you. 4 hours, 49 minutes. So 320 miles takes 4 hours, 49 minutes, 5 hours. And that's because it's going through the highway. If it was going through the freeway, it'd be a lot quicker than that, because it's 85 pretty much to Missoula. Missoula cuts down in the city down to 70 or 65. You can do 70, and then after that 85 again. Then when you get into Idaho, it depends where and what, but usually anywhere from 75 miles an hour to 70. And then Washington, which is close to my home base, 70 miles an hour, which you always do 75 on the freeway. So technically you guys can, understand how many miles get cleared because of the high speed limit, which is nice. But not always, it all depends. Like getting out of here, look at this. You went through town and then you're doing 55. It eats up your time. But hey, it's better. It's better than doing like local stuff or whatever in the LA area, Atlanta area, pretty much any big city. Nashville, Memphis. I mean, all of those just eat up your time. Oh, and then don't get me started with the East Coast stuff. Like New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, all the big cities nationwide. You guys know what's up. You guys know how long you can stand in traffic. And same thing with the West Coast, Seattle traffic as well, Portland traffic. It gets pretty bad too. Headed out home, and then was looking around online on Facebook, and then found a go-kart for the kids, because the other one that I got, also in Montana, that one's already gone. It's already been sold. So found another one that I'm going to go pick up in Eureka, and that adds more to my trip home, but it's okay. It's going to be worth it. It's going to definitely be worth it. So heading over there now. It will be a longer day for me whenever I had this phone service, it seemed like it was only adding 3 extra hours to my driving, but we'll see if that's true or not. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's true. This highway 141 is actually pretty drive through like the plains, but no cell service out here at all. We had some in the beginning for the first maybe 5 miles, and then it was gone. 37. Beautiful drive, but the road sucks. After winter time, it really, I mean, they're redoing it. I just passed through an area where they're actually doing the construction work, but those of you guys who've been following the channel for a couple of years, you guys will know from last year, that bridge over there, and there should be my eagle over here somewhere. There's a bird and that I've been following with the drone. I don't have time to do it today, but this video is already probably super long, but you know, it is what it is. Just want to kind of share everything I can cram into it with all you guys. The go-kart itself, I mean, it runs, everything's good. It's just in a little rougher shape than the other one. It's, you know, definitely been used more. But hey, I made the trip all the way from Helena to Eureka for it. So, you know, had to take it, you know what I mean? I just had to take it. The man himself wasn't even home, so he was having his father show it to me, and you know, you can't negotiate with somebody who was not the owner over there. I already negotiated down. They wanted $1,000 at first, then they lowered the price to $800, and then I got them down to $600 on it. So I think for $600, I think it's fair. Should be able to have the kids ride it for a little bit, and you know, still sell it and make a good profit on it. So happy driving to me for the rest of the trip. Should be home somewhere. Shows at 9:11, but I don't know if that's really true or not. Man, this road got bad from last time I was here. Jeez, I don't remember it being this bad. It was a little bit bumpy in some places, but geez Louise, it's pretty rough. If I gotta come out here in the winter time next time, it's gonna suck. Bless me. Okay, I think that was my turn. No, I don't think that was my turn off. I think my turn off was right here. Oh, they're sitting in there. The bird is there. I think it's got babies in there. It's sitting there. I just saw it. If I remember to zoom in for you guys or whatever, I'll zoom in, but I'm not messing with it today. No way. I don't have time for that. Plus, this new drone is a smaller drone, so if it decides to go after it, pecks that thing, that'll be another grand going down in the water. $1,100 actually, going down, who knows, somewhere off a cliff. So we ain't doing that. There's that bridge. Looking pretty. Looking pretty from above out here. If you guys haven't seen the other videos, you guys should find it. It's me standing on a cliff. And that's the picture of it, the thumbnail. So you guys can definitely find it and take a look at it and see what you might see as far as up above and everything. There's tons of good videos out here for you guys, so if you haven't seen them and you're new to the channel, start looking back. There's, who knows, 350, maybe 400 of them, somewhere around there. Lots of good times. Couldn't just keep driving and not stop and feel the water at least. Come on, guys, I'll show you guys the prettiness. Oh, yeah. It's 94 out today. There's no way I'm skipping on trying the water. At least get my toes wet. Hopefully nobody jacks my van up there. But this is Montana. A lot of people say, well, you know, we leave our cars unlocked and all that kind of stuff so nobody ever touches anything. Supposedly. Oh yeah, clear water. Look at that. I'll find some spot where I'm not going to slip and fall and lose the camera. Oh. You know what? This feels so good. Forgot what the name of this lake is. It's a big river, kind of like the Columbia River. So if you look from Libby Dam, if you guys want to Google it, Google Libby Dam and go up all the way towards Canada. and up to Eureka. Eureka is where I was just at. And this thing runs all the way down. It's like somewhere between 50 and 60 miles of just straight along the river, driving windy roads. They call it a lake. I guess it's a, you know, doesn't look like a river, right? Man, this is nice. Wow. Oh, it feels so good. 94 today. Can you tell? No? Man, oh man, feels good.